So as we wrap up the Sonic Advance trilogy, I must say, I had tons of fun with these games. Despite some of the shortcomings that some of these games had, they were a good time. Sonic Advance 1 reminded me of the classic Genesis games with its high-speed platforming and physics. Sonic Advance 2 had a huge focus on speed and blasting through these levels at a super exhilarating rate. Now Sonic Advance 3, well, that's what this video is about, so let's get into it. So this is the first time I actually played this game in its entirety. I was always aware of Sonic Advance 3, but I never had the opportunity to play this game when it was originally released. The first mechanic that comes to mind is the partner system that this game has and how every pair of characters have their own unique moves and essentially changes how you play the game. I always loved the idea of this in Sonic games. You know, we had games like Knuckles Chaotix and Sonic Heroes that did this pretty well, so let's see if Sonic Advance 3 does it just as well, if not better. But first, let's talk about that story. The story for this game is seemingly simple, with Eggman wanting to control the power of the Chaos Emeralds and Chaos Control. So apparently this game ties into a spin-off title called Sonic Battle, which is another game I never really had the opportunity to play. The only experience I had with a Sonic fighter was Sonic the Fighters, but I've heard this game was pretty good, so I may check it out in the future. But all in all, as we sum up the story, the main objective is to stop Eggman and his evil plans. Now let's move on to the gameplay. So the main gimmick of Sonic Advance 3 is the partner system, and this is actually one of the most unique things I've seen in any Sonic title. Not only does it give you the opportunity to pair your favorite characters together, but it also gives you somewhat an alternate way to approach the levels. Each pair has a partner move that's unique to that pair. Maybe you want to go old school and have Tails fly Sonic around, or maybe you want to have Sonic give you a boost. It's all here. I recommend experimenting with different pairs of characters and see what works best for your playstyle. Now the level design. I don't have many positives about this one, but in terms of the overall scope of the levels, it was very ambitious for the GBA. You could tell the levels were going for a much broader approach, but the issue is, the levels are not necessarily that straightforward as I would like them to be. Now I know, that is something that I actually praised Sonic CD and Lost World for, but I felt those games did that type of level design better. Here, it just feels off. I love how these levels look, but I don't like navigating them. I don't know, what do you guys think? Now control-wise, the game feels fine overall, but I think Sonic's acceleration is a tad bit high here. He literally can go from 0 to 100, and I don't know. It just feels like I don't have that much control over his speed like I did in previous Advance games. The game also has tons of bottomless pits, so there are some levels that are extremely frustrating to play as a Sonic, so definitely explore the idea of using Tails and or Cream for some of these levels. Now the boss fights are solid, and I actually think some of these bosses are some of the best in the Advance trilogy. There was some creativity to these bosses, and I can really dig it. Sonic Advance 1 kind of played it safe with boss tropes that we were already familiar with in the Sonic series, and Advance 2 bosses were just unbearable unless you use Cream, but I really like the bosses in Advance 3, so great job here. The music here is decent, but definitely not my favorite. But I will say, I love that remix of Green Hill that can be found in the Sunset Hill stage. That was definitely the standout track for me, and actually, Sunset Hill may be my favorite stage in the entire game now that I think about it. The aesthetic, the music, I just love it. Overall, Sonic Advance 3 is by no means a bad game. Is it my favorite in the trilogy? No. That title goes to Advance 1, but I had a decent time with this one. If you don't mind the hub bros and the unique level design, you may find this game to be your favorite. Who knows? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.